Ethics in counseling.
In this video, we're going to be talking about some ethical principles that need to be in place as you do pastoral counseling.
In this video, we're going to be covering 9 different fields. First of all, we're going to be talking about our personal commitment to Christ, a genuine concern for the counselee. We're going to cover confidentiality, competency, a knowledge of our human limitations, accurate promotion and advertising, the use of research, ethical response to colleagues, and integrity in personal relationships. Regarding our personal commitment to Christ, we have a responsibility to know the Lord Jesus Christ, to uphold the truth of the Bible, and to integrate Christian values not just into our counseling but into all. In regard to our loving concern for our clients, accept all patients regardless of race, creed, gender, or other dividers. Respect people's freedom of choice. Swear that we will not manipulate or abuse clients in any way. We refrain from sexual intimacy with clients. We abstain from invading their privacy as clients, but we go with only what they tell. In regard to confidentiality, do the utmost to protect the confidentiality of a client. Refrain from mentioning the names of clients that you may be counseling to other people, not even to your own wife or family. Keep records private if you keep records at all. There's some issues whether pastoral counselors who are working in a non-professional manner should keep records, but if you do, keep them private. Inform about and uphold limits of confidentiality as defined by law. There are some exceptions to it, and you need to know those exceptions. Do not use stories about clients from the pulpit. Competency. Be well trained for the services you provide. Refrain from implying competency in things where you have no competency, but stay within the level of your training. Avoid using legal exemptions for competency. In other words, be honest about how competent you really are. And continue to study. Know your human limitations. Be aware of any human limitations or biases that you may have. Avoid from fostering the conception that I am omnipotent or omniscient. Admit when you make mistakes. Refer clients when you're not capable of dealing with them as well. And avoid participating with others in things which I do not understand. Don't try techniques that you really don't know, but stay within your limitations. If you do research that involves people or counseling, keep this in mind. Conduct your research openly and not secretly on patients. In other words, if you are going to use counseling for research, inform your counselees that you're ethical response to colleagues. You may hear about people who are doing unfair or unsafe practices in their counseling. If suspecting a Christian colleague of violating rules, confront them according to Matthew 18. That is to go to them directly first, and then if that doesn't work, take a third party, and then take them to the higher body or court. Follow civil rules as well as scriptural rules. Stay within the letter of the law in all of your counseling. In regard to personal relationships with your counselees, keep these things in mind. First of all, avoid dual relationships. Dual relationships are where you are in business with a counselee or where you are a friend with a counselee. If you're dealing with friends or business associates or people you're dating, always refer them to somebody else. Avoid counseling in compromising situations. In places, for example, counseling people of the opposite sex behind closed doors, or in restaurants where your presence may be misconstrued, or by the swimming pool or on sporting event. Make sure that you are covering yourself from even the appearance of impropriety. Avoid cross-gender counseling unless under strict oversight. In other words, if you're counseling anyone from the opposite sex, make sure that you do it behind open doors in a clear place where you cannot be misconstrued as being alone with them. Do not take gifts from counselees. It's very tempting that they want to show their gratitude by giving you something. Do not allow yourself to do that. It changes the relationship when you take gifts. Avoid using your counseling influence to persuade the counselee in other fields. Don't try to persuade them on politics, or don't try to persuade them to buy this product or to do this or that, of which you're not an expert. But stay within your competencies in your counseling fields, and don't use your influence to persuade them on.
Satan loves to play head games with pastors and Christian counselors. Take all the safeguards you can to make sure that you stay pure.